Hey, it's Jeremy with Elevate Body Fitness Professional. Today's video is going to be over how to build a bigger back for beginners, so stay tuned. So real fast, before we get started, if you're new to the channel or if you've been following along and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. Hit the little red subscribe button and be sure to ding the little bell next to it so you'll be notified of any new content that I release or if I decide to go live. I'd really appreciate it. So today's video is going to be over how to help you beginners start developing that nice rounded 3D looking back. So like always, it's important to know about the anatomy so that we know exactly what muscles of the back that we're trying to target so we get that nice good rounded development. So we have our lats, and then right above our lats it's our teres major, and then we have our traps that can be divided into the upper and lower part of our traps that run from your neck kind of down the middle of your back. You got your rhomboids that sit just on the inside, kind of on the inside of where your traps are, running along the side. And then at the very bottom of your back, you have your erector spinae muscles, and that's what gives you that Christmas tree look that everybody really likes. So, we're going to try to do 4 exercises today, and remember, we're beginners, so we want to keep our set range in that 3 set range. We'll keep it to 10 to 12 reps per exercise. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first exercise I want to show you is the wide grip lat pull down. And it's pretty self-explanatory what it is. It's just a wide grip on the bar. So whenever I do this, I actually prefer to keep my thumbs wrapped over the top of it like this. Some people actually prefer to wrap their thumbs. I don't. And whenever you get seated on the seat to do this exercise, you want to kind of lean back just a little bit. Not too much. This is where I see a lot of people mess this exercise up, is whenever they lean too far back and then they're not really getting a good squeeze on their lats. They're not really pulling down in the angle that you need to be. So when you do this, like I said, we got a good wide grip on the bar. We're lean back, angle back just a little, about that much. And we pull, when we're pulling down, we want to pull with our elbows down. Remember, we're bringing our elbows and just trying to bring them down by our sides. Just getting a good squeeze. And it's really important that whenever you go up, that you kind of release all the tension off of your back, and so that it gets a really good stretch. So when we do this, we're just gonna pull it down, elbows down to the side, and then go up, and then we're kind of opening up, letting it relax a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that now. All right. So wide grip, thumbs over the top. I'm leaning back just a little bit, not too much though. Then we'll take it and just get a good squeeze down. Bring our elbows down by our side, really squeezing our lats on the way down. Just like this, and letting it open my back up. You can kind of see my muscles kind of open up as I let it go back up to the top. Then bring it down and squeeze, nice and controlled. We don't want too heavy of a weight that we can't control, and we don't want it to yank us. So guys, we don't want to see, I don't like to see people doing that rocking motion, that whenever they have too heavy of a weight and you see them and then they're like doing this swaying thing. I don't feel like that. That's not really helping you, because remember, we want to keep time under tension on that muscle. So whenever you're just using momentum to pull the weight, that's not benefiting you at all. So none of this mess. Don't do that. Lean back, get a good squeeze on it. And we're gonna go ahead and do our 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and then we'll move on to our next exercise. Okay, so the next exercise I want to show you is a seated close grip cable row. So whenever performing this exercise, again, I don't like to wrap my thumbs. I like to get the handle, and I like to kind of keep my thumbs over the top. And like the lat pull down, whenever we extend, we want to kind of keep our back open, stretch, and then when we come in, we're pulling it and we're squeezing. We're keeping, and we're flexing our back, keeping tension on our back the whole time we're doing this, so we're squeezing, and then letting it out slow, because actually on the eccentric contraction of the muscle is actually whenever you're getting the most fibers breaking down and tearing of the muscle, so that whenever it repairs, it builds back, and which is what muscle building is. So let it out. Oh, we're keeping our kind of back open and then bringing it in and squeezing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that now. Again, we're not rocking. We're not using momentum. Momentum is not our friend. So grabbing the weight. I just have a little angle in my knees, a little bend, not a lot of bend, and I don't like to keep them just completely straight. I just like to have a little bend. So I'm letting it open my back and stretch, and then bringing it and squeezing. Bringing it back and squeezing. Just kind of to the top of your abdomen is where you bring it back to. There you go. And then let it out and squeeze. Just like this. And then remember, nothing too heavy, because we're gonna do our 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps on this exercise. And then once you're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next exercise. Okay, now we're gonna do an exercise that's gonna target the upper inner part of our back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a set of dumbbells that aren't too heavy, and we're actually just gonna bend over a little bit, letting the dumbbells just hang, keeping our back open. And then we're gonna use those muscles in the upper inner part of our back to kind of lift the weight. So we'll bring it up, and that's as far as we go, and just let them back down. Bring it up and squeeze, let them back down. Don't bend your elbows too much. You kind of want to keep them straight, because again, they're just hanging in your hands, and you're squeezing with those muscles in the upper inner part of your back. So bring them up and squeeze. And I like to kind of pause at the top so I can get a good squeeze on those muscles. Just like this. I want you to see all the angles. So let them hang, bring them up and squeeze. Yeah. So we're gonna do 3 sets of that, 10 to 12 reps, making sure to let them hang, pulling up with the upper inner part, the muscles on our back. It's important, you know, and this is, remember, I know we're beginners, but what's important is that we're creating, like my focus with you is to create, I'm giving you simple exercises so that you can start creating this mind-muscle connection, so that you can feel exactly what muscles that you're supposed to be targeting. That's the purpose of these beginner series videos, is just to create this mind-muscle connection, so that whenever we start doing more advanced exercises, you've already created that connection to your muscles, and we can do more advanced type exercises. All right, so it's really important that you follow along with all of these exercises. So let's go ahead and move on to another exercise that's now we're gonna try to target the lower part of our back, the erector spinae muscles. Okay, for our 4th exercise, what we're gonna be doing are some back extensions. So I like to use this kind of equipment. So it's important that this piece is hitting you up high, it's not down too low, and we don't want to put too much of the emphasis on our glutes and our hams, which can be done if this is down too low. And also, whenever you're doing this exercise, you don't want to come up too high, because again, if you're coming up too high, now we're putting too much focus on the upper part of our legs, our butt and hams. We don't want to do that. We just grab a weight, and you may not even want to grab a weight. You know, that might be too advanced for some of you. So just in order to create that mind-muscle connection, you can just do it bent over, cross your arms, and then just come up right here, and now you're just bringing your back up that far. Because if you come up here, just that little bit of difference in an angle, now I can feel it in my glutes and hams. So don't do that. We want to come up, go down, just stay relaxed. We actually want to come down about as low as we can, and then come up and kind of arch, squeezing your back up, and then go back down. So like I said, I like to use the weight. If you do it and kind of hug it against your chest like this, go down and just come up right here, and you can feel your lower back firing, and then go down as far as we can, and then come up. Ooh, I just recently did these, and I can already feel it in my back. So again, we're gonna do 3 sets, and you may not be able to use that weight so that you can get the 10 to 12 reps. Because I mean, if you're doing this properly, you're going to feel it, and it's going to feel pretty tight in your lower back. That's why I like it so much. But so 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, with or without a weight. Just make sure that you're feeling it in your lower back and not too much in your quads and hamstrings. So that's it for our 4th exercise. I'm telling you, If you do these exercises, you're gonna start stimulating those connections. Okay, that's a wrap on how to build bigger back for beginners. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, help me out, hit the little thumbs up, like button. Again, that really helps me and the channel grow. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the little box below. I love interacting with people and hearing, what questions they may have that hopefully I can have an answer to or actually help you out in your workouts. So, till next video, thank you for watching.